Welcome to Real Life Guidance. My name is Key, and today I'm here with a real life read. If you have not watched a reading of mine before, it is conspiracy based or things that happen in real life. Like some readings are, what most people are not talking about or aware of. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and if not, I hope that it gets better for you. So, I'm here with a downloaded message that has something to do with a secret space program. Okay, so this secret space program could be happening somewhere around, in, or near the Appalachian Mountains. Now, the Appalachian Mountains extend almost 2,000 miles from uh, the Canadian province. Now, I wrote this down because I don't know this, but the Canadian province of Newfoundland and I think it says Labrador to Central America. So it stretches really, really far. It's 2,000 miles worth of mountains. They're along the eastern coast, I believe. So it's some type of natural barrier or like a natural, say, landline. I was hearing landline, landslide, but maybe it's ley line. So ley lines are like lines that are within the earth. Here, magnosphere. I don't know if that's the right word, or in the Earth's atmosphere, magnosphere. I don't know, something about some ley line. So there may be some type of ley line underneath the Appalachian Mountains that is being investigated, or some type of program is going on with this, some type of secret space program. Now, when I was shuffling these past life karma cards, um, Mars stuck out to me, but Mars didn't come out. But Mars is a movie called Mars Needs Moms. Okay, so right when I'm saying that, there's a knock at the door. So I took that as like an invitation with Mars Needs Moms. I also was hearing Naked and Afraid. Now I know Naked and Afraid is a show where they like send people out to like these undeveloped areas or like jungle areas. Um and like they have to survive for so long for some money. So excuse me. I couldn't get it out. Um so like a contestant, so this might have been like some program that they could have done. It don't have to be going on right now. It may be like just now going to come to our attention or be exposed to the public because it's a secret program. So okay, contestant, and thinking about like Naked and Afraid, maybe they could have got these contestants or these participants. Oh, what I was going to say about Mars Needs Moms is that um in the movie, it's a Disney movie. This little boy mom is taken like in the middle of the night by aliens from Mars, uh or extraterrestrial, I don't know to be the right term, extraterrestrial beings, to go to Mars because they needed somebody, like they were spying on the moms. And see, that's what I'm getting. Okay, with the contestant, like maybe they have people fill out for something, they have people fill out for something or submit something to be like a contestant, but this is a way to like spy on them or pick them for the program that they really want them for, which is this secret space program. So in Mars Need Moms, these aliens or intergalactic beings, extraterrestrials, whatever, beings from somewhere else, they're spying on the mom. They see that the mom is I'm hearing self-sufficient, but I think she was like her son. She had a son, and it's like she was telling the son to take the trash out or telling the son to do something, like basically like, you need to do this, you need to do that, teaching the son to be self-sufficient, being responsible. So it's like they wanted this mom, like they looked at other moms because it's like, oh, the mom that can control their child, like they're not being a pushover or whatever for their child. They're going after this person because they have some type of strength. Oh, you was able to tell your son didn't take out the trash, you came in, you told him to take out the trash. That's the type of person we want, versus looking at another mom, they tell their child to do something, the child have a fit, and the mom ends up breaking down, or the mom isn't able to like set those boundaries. So in Mars and these moms, they were looking for moms that could set boundaries with children, that could teach them responsibility. So going back to the Naked and Afraid thing, there might have been something with some with some contestants, like people submitting to be in something, or like they use them. And I'm also hearing that whatever's going on right now with, I think it's Alabama, and the Appalachian Mountains could go through Alabama. I know they go through the Carolinas. Um, but there's something going on with Alabama where something about some embryos. Women supposedly, and I'm saying supposedly, allegedly, because I don't know from personal experience of people just being like, I'm freezing my eggs. Usually that seems like something that's a little bit out of reach for everyday people. I don't know what the prices is. Um, Now keep in mind, when I used to ride the train to work, there would be signs up for universities in the area asking women to donate their eggs. And I, to be honest, man, I used to be like, hey, shit, I may got a little time if things don't work out, because it's like we'll pay you let's say $10,000 to $50,000, and it's like, could I do that? But then it's like, could I do that? No, I would want to give you my egg, because what you gonna do with it? What the fuck you gonna do with it? I don't know. I don't know what you may tell me one thing, but in reality, we really don't know. Let's just talk about the whole DNA scam. Oh, come get a DNA test. But what are they really doing with your DNA? I'm not talking about like paternity test wise. I'm talking about this help me trace my roots. Like, what the fuck are you doing with the DNA? So going back to that, they ask people either for these eggs, is what I'm thinking. They're probably asking people for these eggs, or either secretly getting these eggs from women, because now they're saying in Alabama. Now I've heard the story, but I ain't been like researching and studying like that. The last thing that I paid attention to, it was something about them passing a law, and if they pass these laws, then the women can't keep the embryos. Or that the embryos are considered to be life. So I don't know if it's some type of abortion thing tied into that. But people, let's keep an open mind here. Even with getting abortions, what do they do with those babies? Because these are not. I'm hearing mitochondrial DNA. Something about mitochondrial DNA. These are not. It's not like the babies aren't living beings, right? The baby is alive from jump. When the sperm, the egg, all that go down, the baby is alive from jump, because the mom and dad is alive. They're already living forces, right? They're already living forces. So the baby is alive from jump. Just because a woman goes and gets an abortion, the baby is still alive. Keep in mind, there could be some abortions where the mother is possibly passed out, and there's also times where they want a woman to terminate a pregnancy because they say that it might be something wrong with the baby. So it's like, oh, this baby may have some type of mental deficiency, physical deficiency, whatever. So we need to go ahead and terminate this pregnancy. Um, and I've heard women, I swear, man, I've heard women personally, personally say, tell me about their situation where they were pregnant, and then they went in to the doctor, and they was going, this is a mother that's taking good care of themselves. Like I'm saying, they want somebody that's responsible, right? The mother's taking good care of themselves. They're pretty much, in good health. They been going getting checkup on the pregnancy. Bam, you either get an ultrasound, because what's that thing? It's a test, and like the test that you get, they can sample your I think it's called I think it's the amniotic fluid. They stick it into the bag. They actually pierce the bag. Now they pierce the bag that the baby is in, that is supposed to be airtight, that's supposed to be keeping the baby away from all her harm and danger, right? But they'll pierce that bag with a needle to get some fluid. What they doing with that fluid? Now they telling you, oh, we testing it. But once again, where the fuck all these samples go? Where the fuck all these demo tapes go? Where all these pap smear cells go? Where all these biopsy cells? Let's be realistic. This is living pieces of flesh. This is living pieces of flesh that they're taking from living beings. What are they doing with this? That's just something to think about, something to research. What happens to that? So back to the babies. The lady told me she was pregnant. She had been going to her appointments, all this good stuff. She go to an appointment, she get a ultrasound. I don't know if she got that test where they test the amniotic fluid. I know they've come up with other ways, because it was like women said too that they had issues with their children out of that, because we don't know if they're also injecting something like those valves and stuff come pre-made. I don't have experience as being a nurse, but it typically look like the nurse go take the shit out the refrigerator. Even when vaccinations, the shit's in the refrigerator or whatever, they go take it out of there. It's in a valve. It's already pre-mixed. Who pre-mixed it? What did they put in there? And so now they just inject it to the needle. They just do their job, and then bam, they go ahead and pull that fluid. Does it ever get, there's cases where air gets into people when they get an injection. There's, so if air can get into them, then other things can get into them, because we don't really know what's in the valve, right? So okay, they test this amniotic fluid. There's been issues with people having something either wrong with them or wrong with the baby after that test, because they try to say, oh, they trying to see if the baby got Down syndrome or whatever, being nosy, right? To supposedly help you. So back to the story, the woman gets this test done. They tell her the baby has some type of problem. I'm also hearing fetal alcohol syndrome too. That's not what happened in the story, but I just heard that. But um, they tell the woman it's something up. Hey, this baby is gonna have issues. You may want to think about doing a termination. Now, see, typically they make it seem like, oh, everybody is against abortion because they good Christians and all of that. But the same Christians that sacrifice Jesus and drink his blood and his body, eat his body, what kind of shit is that? They sacrifice Jesus every first Sunday, right? Go through a whole ritual and fucking eat the man that was killed, that was supposed to be doing good. So what you think they do to your baby? So they tell the lady, hey, think about this medical abortion. That's gonna be okay. You're not gonna be ridiculed or whatever, because this is medical. The doctor is saying it's okay to terminate this pregnancy. Long story short, the lady, she was really hurt. She was really sad. She had to really think about it. She prayed about it, talked to her family about it, whatever, talked to God about it, whatever. In the end, she says, no, I'm gonna just go ahead and keep my baby. Guess what, y'all? The baby was born and the baby was fucking fine. There was nothing wrong with the baby. So was that a lie that they told this woman? Did they tell this woman, hey, something's going to be wrong with your baby, so they can really just snatch and grab that motherfucker? Because premature babies are born and they don't always die, right? That's why they got the incubator. They put the baby in the incubator, right? They keep the baby all warm and toasty like it's still in the womb. Give it time to grow. They have artificial wombs. We have organ donation. Organ donation is not just kidneys, it's not just hearts, it's not just livers, it's organs, right? Wouldn't the uterus be an organ? I'm sure they have donated organs that people ain't donated. John Doe's, there's a surplus of body parts that could be gotten, whether they sold on black market or whatever or not. We don't really know what happens to a person when they pass away. You not in a room when they embalming their body or when they doing whatever and they put them organs wherever. I don't think that you go through and actually be like, hey, let me make sure. I was gonna say a 10-piece, make sure the 10-piece of organs, a 20-piece of organs. Hey, can I make sure that everything is still in my loved one? No, you don't get no access to that. You don't get no access to see if they got all their shit in them still. Remember the boy who was killed and was stuffed with newspaper? How the fuck? What? How? How is, who has time? What? To stuff the boy with newspapers and his organs is gone? So my point is, it's real fishy behavior all over. All over. And that's basically what this reading is. Some fishy shit going on, that there's been some stuff. It's a possibility that they've taken those embryos or whatever because this is to fund another planet or seed another planet, create some other beings, or have these beings create more beings to run this planet or live on this planet or live in this other place. Okay, so what I'm getting, this is somebody definitely in leadership. We got Leo at the bottom of the deck. It says leadership, the creativeness of do what you want to. And okay, and then behind that, we got the moon. Excuse me, which is double Cancer Cancer energy, the moon is about intuition. The moon says defend, accept, let your feelings tell you how to. Now, putting these together, leadership is going to defend and want people to accept whatever kind of creative idea that they came up because they believe that they can do what the fuck they want. They let them feel their feelings tell them how to act, or their emotions or lack thereof. The Cancer card says intuition to protect, attitudes from the past about, resulting from the history of. Now let's talk about how the history of this world, there's so many lies and secrets about the people that are on this planet, where they really came from, where they originated from, how was they created, what really went down. It's so many lies and misinformation, right? So it says attitudes from the past, the philosophies and laws involved about attitudes from the past. This card, the ninth house, as if it or they came from all there is. So I'm taking it like these people didn't come from the all. They might be trying to create a all or make their all, meaning like source, the source of this whole thing. Like they're trying to overtake that. Um, okay, so attitudes from the past about the philosophies of laws involved, resulting from the history of. Do it in a big way. So yeah, like I'm getting the creation story, how things were actually created. They're trying to create their own civilization. Cancer is, I was gonna say, what is Cancer? Okay, so Cancer careers. This is just to give some kind of insight. Cancer careers is okay, so it says history, family history. So this could be something with some people we got. What is it? Resulting from the history, family history, memorabilia, gardening, planting seeds, right? Boating, caretakers, catering, caretakers, moms, right? Cancer also represents the mother. Um, just like the moon, the mother, the feminine. And so cancer careers, or careers that cancers may have, or people who have cancer in their 10th house or whatever, will be associated with this type of they be associated with this type of career because Cancer is in their ruling house. So catering, cooking, homes, real estate. I'm saying motherly love, decorating, designing, laundry, nursing, mining, land, property, plumbers, restaurants, healing, water, food service, nutrition, dietitian, obstetrics, and gynecology. Cancer rules the fourth house of mother, land, property, residence, domestic affairs, home and family, roots, heritage, private life, family relations, psychological foundations, biological inheritance, place of abode, and the ashram. Now, Cancer geography wise, uh, we have Africa, Algeria, Amsterdam, Holland, baths, bathing houses, bathrooms, Bern, which is in Switzerland, Cadiz, which is in Spain, Istanbul in Turkey, Genoa in Italy, uh, homestead, hotels. So this could be taking place in any of these places. Now, I did mention the Appalachian Mountains being significant, but this is just talking about where Cancer rules over different places. We got New York, okay, in the Appalachians go on to the eastern coast, New Zealand, Paraguay, places near water, ponds, pools of water, real estate, residencies. Also, Rochdale, England, Scotland, sea springs of water, Stockholm, Sweden. Thinking about Stockholm syndrome, streams. So, this could even be women. Stockholm syndrome is like, I think, when you don't blame your abuser or something, like you have some type of love hate relationship for your abuser. So that could be significant too. Like I'm saying, women who suffer from Stockholm syndrome, they could be the ones who are also being targeted in the situation. Streams, ocean tides, trailer homes, Tunisia, Venice, Italy, water, fresher running, York, which is in England. Okay, so what else? Let's see. The video cut off on me, but okay, so I don't know if I even talked about this. The Eight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So I'm taking this as like being cut off from resources. So like this could be the people that they were preying on, people that are being cut off from resources. The Two of Baskets came out to clarify the Eight of Swords. So possibly single women, but this could also be like a marriage. They're cut off from their marriage in some kind of way. Ten of Coins here can represent family inheritance, but I'm also hearing generational or generational curse, like um something with some plants, but I'm still getting this planting this seed. So it's like and then the Empress came out too. So I'm definitely taking this as fertility. The Empress represents fertility, abundance, somebody being pregnant. So it could be like, and I did a reading about this too before, where it's like these programs that they may offer like the free pregnancy test or whatever. But then when you go in there, if you are pregnant, they try to talk you into adoption. So it's like, I feel like these programs are like secretly making partnerships with the seventh house. These institutions are making some kind of secret pact where they're really like, and I'm gonna say hysterectomy because we got the Ten of Baskets here, and Ten of Baskets is like generations, right? Or like leaving a legacy. But you can't quote unquote leave a legacy if you don't have a child, right? Like, yeah, it's some people who don't have children. They may choose not to have children, but in this case, this may be somebody who wanted to have children. They're fertile, they're abundant, they want to have children. They want to, germinate, keep these seeds going. So it's like somebody is being cut off from that. With the Nine of Knives, it's a lot of knives. It's nine knives that could represent nightmares, anxiety, grief, depression. So this could be somebody who's cut off from their family. I was going to say parents. um and then we got the Strength card. So that's Leo energy again. Um, and then what's behind this? So like that's what I'm saying. Somebody like hysterectomy. But what card? I'm trying to think what card represents hysterectomy in I don't think it's the Empress in health wise, like if it was reverted. Okay, but the Empress, I'm taking this as the Empress energy with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Queen of Pentacles will also stand for like some type of resources. Wands will be somebody who's confident and self-assured. So it's like they can have anxiety and maybe about standing up for themselves when it comes to this. Because remember, if you're told that, and then this is on the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Sticks. The Ace of Sticks is like the wand. Somebody is having an urge to create with this Chariot card, moving on. So like the person may be like prime age, like whatever age they're saying, like a woman is most fertile, even though a woman can really have a baby whenever. But they give you this time frame, try to act like, oh, you're an old maid. If you don't have a baby after this certain date, you're gonna be barren, blah blah blah. But it's women, uh they still have babies in older ages. So I'm feeling like this is about them wanting to cut someone off from being able to procreate. Like I'm saying, like maybe play with their mind, have them in anxiety, like their resources could be cut. Like maybe these people don't have a lot of money, right? How it started off with the everybody don't have money for IVF or something like that. Or like even if you want to do the placenta, like when you have your child, and if you say you want to keep the placenta, if you don't have a way to, some hospitals may let you take it, some may not. A lot of people I know probably are not even aware of it, but you may have to pay for like your own place to store it. Now keep in mind, when Obama was in office, it was all of this stem cell research. I support stem cell research. Okay, what is stem cell research, people? Once again, them taking these samples and all of this is their research. But what are they going to make? What are they going to create when they get all your stem cells? What do they need it for? They tell you you don't need it. It's garbage. They just throwing it in that bin all over there. But they want to keep yours so they can develop these cures. They can do all this fucking research, but day after day after day, people are dying from these same diseases that they've been dying for fucking ever. And it still ain't no cure, but they claim that it's billions of dollars and billions of stem cells being done to fucking research some shit that they have no intention of stopping. So this is an endless cycle of cutting people off or preying on people to take their inheritance. You know, their inheritance. Whatever it is that actually belongs to them. This family, you know, building this family, building this planet, building these things. They're constantly coming in trying to cut this off. Okay, so what is it that we need to know about? What else do we need to know about? I don't know how long this video is gonna last, so I might have to make a part 2. But let's see, what else do we need to know about this? Okay, so we have the Emperor coming out. What do we need to know about the Emperor? So this could be like a boss, or this could be this leader, this person that the Emperor and the Ace of Sticks. The Ace of Sticks is here. So this could be men, this could be women, fertile men, fertile women, because they tell men to get vasectomies too. They tell men that they get what's the word? Prostate cancer. Yeah, so I don't know. Do they take their testicles? What do they do with them? Like, let's be realistic. If they're cutting off body parts from these people, taking organs from people, what are they doing with those body parts? What are they doing with those organs? What are they doing with those cells? What are they doing with that blood? Tell me more. What's going on with the Emperor? Okay, 7 of Knives. What's the